What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan's Reacts. Today we are doing a song that was probably the most commented song on my last video. So I appreciate all the support, all the love that you guys have been giving me. And I support all the information and love all the information that you guys are giving me as well. You're really allowing me a little bit more data and information into this artist. And it's just awesome too, because just to see this group really encapsulate the idea of mental health and really just explore it and support this for others when they've probably struggled themselves for so long. It's just a beautiful thing, and I think as society, we can do this more to look out for one another, even though it might not be fair if they had to go through things alone. They are now turning something difficult, some adversity they had gone through mental health wise, and turning it into something beautiful that can help others. And that's just one thing that I very much appreciate as humans, and when I see it's done, just because I know how impactful it can be. So today we are reacting to Amygdala by Agust D, also known as SUGA from BTS. So I'm curious where this is going to kind of go, because Amygdala, that, again, therapeutically, everything I learned in my master's, just a brief synopsis. Amygdala, this is a part of a brain that is very connected to the emotional regulation, the idea of how we perceive thoughts with emotions and regulate kind of everything internally when it comes to emotions. There is a saying that I've come up with. I don't know. I've never heard of it anywhere else. So if you break down the word amygdala and you break it down into Amy and Agudala, if you say, this is just a quick, if you're taking a test or anything for my future therapist, if Amy called you a Agudala, you would be pretty pissed about it. So that, again, just reminds you that the amygdala is responsible for emotional regulation, kind of, and impact of emotions kind of just through and through. So just another way to recognize that, but let's jump right into it and get after it. Oh, actually, I'm going to pull up the English lyrics because I'm not sure if they're going to be up here. All right. Just in case it's not there. I don't know your name. Okay, so love that how he's drawing a connection between I starting to get some underlying understanding of why the song's called Amygdala. So there are different components that's kind of at play here. That's at least standing out to me. So a whole lot was happening back then. Don't know why things are so hectic. I'm gonna bring back memories I can't even remember. So this all stems from trauma and how the amygdala plays a role and is also connected with the hippocampus. If you don't know what the hippocampus does, that's responsible for memories. So another thing you can say to remember that is if you saw a hippo on campus, you would 1000% remember it. So typically we look at those key components, those key parts of the brain when in psychology. So I think that's kind of why he's playing on the idea of the amygdala, that there's so much emotion tied in with memories, and to be able to bring back or create these emotional, become emotionally heightened, the amygdala is at play, and the hippocampus is also kind of at play. But I think it's more the visceral reaction or the feelings that that SUGA's getting in this aspect because of all the memories that kind of bring up. So it's a very interesting play on words. It's an interesting dynamic that he's kind of connecting the two, which I think's really awesome, and it's just really interesting to see. I love the videography work too. It's so interesting. There was a traumatic event with a car and a scooter, and there was another one. I don't know your name. Traveling through memories. So again, memories kind of in the hippocampus, but again, sometimes when we get emotional through the amygdala, it can bring back up memories from the hippocampus. It doesn't always have to be memories first, then emotions. It can be emotions first that bring up those different memories. And a lot of the time that's kind of connected through trauma. And it's something so important for therapists to explore and anchor around and discuss with the individual that's thing. Because even here, just like the videography wise, it's like he's having an out of body experience. He's being able to see himself kind of just almost be, I wouldn't say not alive, but I would say more just like just not all there, just kind of like senseless, kind of just like a being, as opposed to and I think this is again where the mind is kind of at work. This is what I'm assuming. This character is the embodiment of the amygdala in the brain and the psyche that I think that we're currently in, per se. But let's jump back into it. Let's get a little bit more information. So. So again, things out of my control. Again, here with you have the box cutter kind of pointed at oneself. This maybe kind of again implies maybe self-harm, or again pointed at the head, kind of this idea that like I want to kind of cut out the memories or cut out the amygdala that would kind of bring such these strong emotions. Sometimes there's that much of an avoidance because when you feel something so strongly, like it seems this individual does, this individual definitely feels strong emotion just kind of through and through, and is able to create such beautiful artwork when it comes to it. But in order to be able to feel so deeply, there also comes kind of like a sense of depression that can kind of come along with like a increased empathy. I actually have a whole video on that side alone, the idea between strong empathy linked and connected with depression. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. That's actually a really good video that I talk about. So I kind of think that's just another thing kind of at play here, because again, depression still kind of an entire collection of emotions, which again is inhibiting, or not inhibiting, is connected to the amygdala in a sense. And again, that's kind of maybe what's at play here as well. Oh, sorry, hold on. Okay, so cuts the eye down. So it wasn't so much again like cutting out the idea of like the amygdala or the part of the brain that's again like it's more just again kind of maybe that self-harm aspect. And there's another connection that I have been exploring, and I wonder if there's I don't want to say I've seen research, but I'm very curious about the linkage between self-harm and the idea of control, because it's like, I think he did mention control in some way. The idea of reflecting your body on the outside of how it feels on the inside. If it's hurting, again, self-harm, you're making your outside look like how your inside feels. And I wonder if there's a connection between the control and components of that. I haven't come across any variable research with that, but I also haven't seen any research that kind of would kind of minimize that. So like there's not research one way or the other. So I'd be really curious to see if any research comes out in the next few years regarding that. And who knows, maybe I'll eventually explore it and do some research, but not anytime soon. I'm still focused on becoming licensed and starting a private practice and going from there. So that's my ultimate goal. But who knows? Maybe in the future, maybe I'll do a little research and go from there. I have a little research experience, but nothing published. So let's continue on. Wow. Holy. Wow. I think that fully encapsulates the idea of, again, everything we're talking about. Like, look at that. He's traveling through memories, trying to erase them, and he's trying to, again, get out get out, but there's no escaping the emotions. And like the idea of emotions and pain typically aligned with those strong emotions is pain demands to be felt. Demands to be felt. There's no avoiding, there's no pushing away, there's no forgetting, there's no pushing away. And I think this fully encapsulates the idea of trying to get away from it. Come on, let's erase it one by one, probably the emotions, and then boom, the amygdala just comes and you see all the emotion just being demanded to be felt right in that moment, how it comes through physically and emotionally through song. Oh my goodness, beautiful. And I love the beat, love the song so far. It's just absolutely killer. Just very, very, very powerful. So, where were we? But let's continue on.
전하지 못했던 내 사고 소식과 스케줄 중에 걸려 언제나 아버지의 가난 소식 최선의 선택들이 맞아섰길 그 또한 모두 지나가 버렸길 그래서 이 수많은 고통은 날 위한 것일까 끊임없는 시련.
Boom, hold on. So is this countless suffering for my own good? Wow, that's a very existential question. And there's just so much good stuff here. Like this would be like just to explore completely. Hope I made the best decisions because they're all in the past now. So like even in that comment alone, there's like almost like a bit of regret in a way, but it's maybe not so much regret, but it's just again reflection. And then so is this countless suffering for my own good? He doesn't say useless here, countless. So there's like he's unable to count all the suffering for my own good. And it's very hard having gone through so much stuff, you know what I mean? And like there is ability to reframe that, but again, it seems like right now this individual would just need like a therapist to really sit in the shit with them. And what I mean by that is like a lot of the times people think therapists are like the ones that are supposed to give all the answers, give all the solutions, give everything that's gonna fix the problem. But in reality, like sometimes people there's 3 S's that therapists should know and try to figure out how to best utilize them with their clients and or individuals that they see. Those 3 S's are support. So that's the one I'm talking about, sitting in the shit. This could also be mixed with the other S too. But another S is again solutions. So is the client looking for solutions? Is he looking for solutions right now? I don't think so. I don't think he's looking for answers because all of these are very existential. I think he's looking for just someone to sit in the shit with him. Maybe just recognize that. Maybe take more of like a person-centered approach and just be like, that does suck. That does suck really bad. Like, you know what I mean? Just very validating like the feelings and emotions that are kind of coming through him. Again, with the amygdala, that again connects with that. Knowing what you're going through, knowing what the individual's going through, and being able to give the right S. And the third S is silence. Sometimes the best thing you could do as a therapist is to shut up and not say a word. Just shut up. I know we're taught to ask questions and anchor and do all these things. But I hope you're also taught to be quiet. Because sometimes that's the best thing. And it can be so beneficial. And I thought my professors were crazy when they would say some of those things. But I can't tell you how many times I've utilized it. And I wanted to talk so bad. I literally had to like pinch myself. But it was so beneficial for the youth or individual or client that I've worked with to just sit in it and just be and like not be quiet, like not hear anybody else and just sit with the thought, the feelings, the emotions. It works for so many different age ranges, kind of across the board. But yeah, so very, very big, very existential. So you're able to go that route as well. But I think again, it's just looking for support and just recognition of their own feelings. So. But let's continue on with this banger of a song. Whew. Yo, I got goosebumps just from the videography alone and just the music. Oh my goodness. Like, I see why the army is backing them crazy. This is both beautiful videography-wise, cinematography-wise, but also just the lyrics and music behind it. Like, oh my goodness. Like, this was probably one of my favorite songs. I would probably say, I'll say probably top 3 of all the songs on all reactions that I've ever done on my channel, realistically. I do want to thank each and every single one of you that commented this one. Like, shout out you guys. Like, you guys keep putting me on to some fantastic music that I wouldn't come across typically. This is not typically something that my genre that I would kind of explore personally. But I love music across the board, and this music is so important, and I love the message that's kind of behind it, and I see why it does so much for people, and I see the importance therapeutically, how it kind of comes out creatively for them as well. I saw the art for all parties involved. You saw the reason why it was so important to him as well as what it might do for like the fans. Let me know in the comments down below what this song means to you. I know a lot of people said it's therapeutic and has a lot of deep meaning, but what does it mean to you specifically? I'm really curious to see, but this is a beautiful song, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, just absolutely killer. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Make sure you drop a like on this video too. This is a great song. If you're gonna like anyone, you should probably like this one. This is a great song. Yeah, so far my top 5 song. Probably my top 1 in this genre alone. But yeah, definitely going on the playlist. But make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed too. This helps my channel grow. You guys loved the last video, and I'm willing to keep doing this because it's a really cool genre and very, very therapeutically driven, and I'm all about that. That's what this channel is about. So continue on providing me information. I love it, as well as recommendations of what songs I should do next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next video. See you then.